Welcome back to Bonding Over Bourbon. Kat and I are in the middle of a very busy street.
Very busy, as you can tell.
Yeah, we're all the way out in Yorkville, Illinois. It took us about an hour and 15 minutes to drive here.
Yeah.
So we've heard a lot of good things about this place. We figured it's high time that we actually check it out. So we're going to go inside and see what deals we can find.
Let's go. All right.
Wow. Right out the gate. Bourbon section and American whiskey section, front and center.
It truly is. There are so many hard to find bottles just on this first rack.
Yeah, I mean, like you have the old Overholt 11 year, which came and went pretty quickly. It's not a bad price for it. I'm pretty sure that's MSRP.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, you got some other cool stuff here, like the Never Say Dies. This is basically like if Bowman was from the UK. So they're just repurposing Buffalo Trace distillate, sending it overseas, aging it, and then sending it back. At least that's my understanding of it.
Yeah.
If anyone knows anything else about it, just drop a comment below to let us know. This is something we don't really see.
Ooh, what is that?
The white rye whiskey. It looks like that's probably an unaged spirit.
Interesting.
Aged less than 1 day.
1 day.
In
All
used
right.
cooperage. Well, that's interesting. I don't know if that's for me, but I like the idea of it. They have a bunch of the driftless glens, which is really nice. Ooh, port barrel finished bourbon.
Interesting.
I don't think I've ever seen that one by us.
I feel like we mostly see port finish ryes.
Yeah.
Bourbons are pretty rare.
It seems like there's maybe a resurgence of them. They also have the Bourbon de Naranja.
Oh,
I've heard really good things about that one.
I mean, if you were into the Penelope Valencia, that might be
Valencia,
one
yeah.
that's up your alley.
I see a bundle deal here. They have Knob Creek 18 with a single barrel for $280. It's actually not a bad deal.
And some Four Roses single barrels down here as
Yeah.
well.
For those that are wondering, let's...
DSNS.
Yeah. They have a OESK, OBSF, and these are the 100 proof ones? Yeah, 100 proof ones. And then they have a couple other single barrels here. Let's see. Rye spice, apricot, pear, cinnamon, toasted oak. Sounds pretty good.
That sounds tight. Anything with apricot, I'm in.
Yeah, absolutely. They have some cool Woodinvilles. This is the port bourbon.
Their labels are so hard to read,
Yeah,
but they're
absolutely.
so good.
Hopefully this shows up on camera. But you can see this is a dark.
That is so dark.
Very dark. See a bunch of barrel releases, including the nice boxed edition.
It's a double barrel
Yeah.
of the seagrass.
They have the 19-year Seagrass.
Nice.
That has to be a price error right there. We're gonna have to see if we can talk to them. Yeah, so far everything looks to be roughly MSRP.
I'm also seeing some Old Man Winter here too.
Oh yeah, look at that. We might have the chance to make up for our last trip.
I know. That one has been on our list for a long time.
They have a couple of new Lus, which is pretty cool.
They have the small batch, toasted, and reserve.
Well, the small batch is also a toasted French oak.
Ooh.
I think one is just a store pick. They have the cash strength Sagamore, which is pretty awesome. Some Wathen single barrel. Castle and Key wheated.
Seeing less and less of those now.
They have Ben Holiday. For all the Willet lovers, they have Kentucky Vintage and Pure Kentucky.
Yeah, that's true.
So they have a bunch of stuff that we don't really see around us. I see a Heaven's Door here. I'm not even sure which one that is.
I'm not sure either.
And I also see a Middle West Oloroso wheat whiskey. Dark chocolate and raisins and cherry. That sounds pretty good. I don't think we've
Spanish
seen
Solera.
the sherry cask.
Interesting.
I see a Hirsch Cast Strength. There's a Two Worlds whiskey. I don't think we've had that before.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about it. They have they have like a really nice, diverse, well-rounded collection here.
I mean, the shelves are just never ending.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a Peerless Double Oak. They have Double Oak Bourbon and Double Oak Rye.
Rye.
That's actually a really good price for the bourbon.
Yeah.
So they have $130 for the rye and $100 for the bourbon, which is really good price, honestly. They have some more Hirsch, a ton of J. Henry.
There's a ton.
They have the Vino de Naranja. They have the Armagnac finish. I think Jason C. was just talking about that on one of his lives recently. He said that this is like one of the standouts for the Armagnac finishes. So that's honestly pretty cool.
That is.
They have a Nashville Barrel Company.
That is very rare to see in Illinois.
Yeah, cash strength, private selection, 7-year. $100 is a little up there, but that's not too far off.
Yeah.
Then they do have the Penelope Peach Old Fashioned.
That's true. If you want to get your wife into drinking whiskey, that's the way.
Sweeter whiskey for the ladies.
For the ladies.
As we are told.
Some Italian malts as well, if you want to branch out into more world whiskeys.
Detroit City, Butcher's Cut. It seems pretty interesting. We've seen that around, but we've never grabbed it before. I don't think we've even seen it available for pours at a bar.
The shelves here are insane.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
the amount of selection. Ooh, I see one that's catching my eye. The Kings County.
Yeah. We've heard really good things about this brand. We have some samples coming from one of our wonderful subscribers. We're very, very excited to try it.
Oh, and a John J. Bowman just sitting out on the shelf as well.
Yeah, single barrel for $70. That's a pretty decent price. And it looks like it's not finished. There's a whole nother section over here.
Oh my gosh.
And over here.
There's still
and
more?
And over there.
Okay.
That might be the rum and world whiskey.
A bunch of Jim Beam.
Bunch of
Jack
shelfers.
Daniels. Yeah, for sure.
Well, they got the Winter Reserve down there.
Ooh.
And the single barrel. They have
And
a couple of
keeps
picks
going.
of their Jack Daniels rye. Again, really, really diverse selection here.
For sure.
It's a bunch of stuff that you don't really see around in Chicago. Oh, I just heard somebody asking about this the other day. They said that they can't find it.
Dickel
And
15-year.
looks like they only have one left.
Oh, sitting next to one of our hard-to-find bottles that we love.
Yeah, so Distiller's Cash is coming out of Chelsea, Michigan. They're kind of doing like an orphan barrel program where they're just buying up older bottles, older barrels from different distilleries. This one in particular, it entered the barrel at too high of a proof to be considered bourbon, so that's why it says bourbon mash bill instead of a bourbon. It's very butterscotchy.
It is super butterscotchy.
Yeah.
And then a few of their other expressions as well.
Yeah, so they have like their black label blended, which we've tried. It's decent, it's just not as good as this one. We do have the sherry cask, and then there's also the port, which we haven't tried yet. We're not too big on the port bourbons, but it looks like we were saying, it kind of seems like it's coming around.
For sure.
So I do have some world whiskey over here. We'll just do like a quick glance at it. Some stuff that, for the most part, we kind of see around.
Middleton, very rare.
Yeah.
And a Jameson 18.
And a Redbreast 18. You don't really see that sitting on shelves.
That's true.
And, yeah, a Gold Spot 13. That's pretty hard to find, I think. They have a bunch of different rums here. We'll have to reach out to our buddy, a rum lover, and see if he wants anything.
A Foursquare. I think I saw rum behind us too. The Myers expressions.
Yeah, so these are your Tater bottles galore. They have the William LaRue Weller finish. They have the Sazerac and the Thomas H. Handy, all for $80. It's a pretty good price.
Definitely.
And then I see some more bourbon over here. Oh, that's a nice deal. Any 2 bottles on this barrel for $100? So you can get the Doc Swinson, the triple cask, and a Tumblin' Dice, or a Journeyman's, or a Smoke Wagon for $100 if you buy 2 bottles. Isn't this the...
Small
this
batch?
is the regular, the straight one. I thought it was uncut, unfiltered for a second. Which would have been a good deal. So some of the prices here, the stickers are a little faded, so we can't really call them out too well on camera. A lot of these look like pretty average prices. Basically MSRP. They have a ton of Floorgate
Wow.
up there. And it looks like most of them are signed.
Just endless. And Buzzard Roost as
Yeah.
well.
All for pretty normal pricing, honestly. A bunch of the Russells, that's pretty awesome. Peerless is a decent price.
Yeah, that is a decent price. I mean, if you want a really good Manhattan, the Peerless Rye is insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're still itching to get the old granddad as well. It's sitting on the shelf.
I think people might hold off until the price drops a little
Yeah,
bit.
I am too.
They have the Bullet Blender Select, which you don't really see very often. They have Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A125.
Nice.
A bunch of Garrison Brothers. Oh, the Guadalupe. That one's supposed to be
hard.
phenomenal.
And a honeydew.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. We still have to try one of those. Oh, this is a nice find. This Sagamore Sherry finish. This is an immediate buy. This hasn't been around for a while. We do have one at home already, so we're probably not going to grab this one today. But overall, it's a pretty damn good bottle.
It is insanely good.
They have basically all of the Fox and Odin, which is awesome. But what I'm really excited about is these, the Lucky Sevens. So you have Barton Distillates. A lot of these were already discontinued. Like the Jokester isn't really around anymore.
In a few years.
We do have the Holiday Toast, which we enjoy. I don't think we have the Frenchman, but this Hold Up, depending on the price point, that one might be coming home. Oh, they have the Peerless High Rye. That's really awesome. Really like that. See, oh, they have the Jepson's Amburana.
Oh, we love that one.
Okay, so I know that Amburana is very
Polarizing.
like, very, very polarizing. But this one, for this price, is absolutely amazing. Subtlety is the word that I would use to describe it.
Definitely.
It is 63.4%, so it's a little up there, but it is delicious. Absolutely delicious. It's probably the only Amburana that I would recommend buying.
You have a bunch of the dark arts as well.
Yeah, let's pan over a little bit here. So they do have the Double Oak, which is 8.5 years. The French Oak Stave. The Amburana. I know not everyone's going to love that. But they do also have the Maple Syrup Barrel with Amburana finish. So if you're looking for something close to like a Rio or maybe like an alternate Havana from Penelope, it's probably going to hit the spot. And a Madeira wine finish. That one actually sounds really good. And that is dark.
That is dark.
Like, look at how dark that is. That's honestly not a bad price for that.
For sure.
6.5 years, a little bit of a increased price. Oh, this is one that people have been looking for. The Wyatt Earp Hazmat. It's a 13-year. It's got a nice little 6-shooter chamber at the top. It is a little pricey, but that's to be expected.
Cooper's Craft too, for 36.
For a 13-year for a hazmat, that's not a terrible price. Oh, a ton of single barrel.
Oh, yeah.
Pan back and look at all that.
There's a ton.
There's just ripe for the taking here. $50, it's not a bad price. A ton of the early times, and I already checked, there's no black tops in there. I know somebody's gonna ask. Oh, these are ones that we don't really see around us. The walleye runs.
Coming out of Dragon's Milk.
Yeah,
origin.
I believe they're the same distilling. If not, they at least have a partnership that they can sell it inside of the New Holland Brewing Company. We tried the malted rye, and we thought it was good, but at the time we were picking up like 5 or 6 bottles.
True.
So we didn't want to add another one on here. I'm not sure if the single malt is the way to go.
I don't know. I'm also seeing the Woodinville Founders as well.
No, this is the 8-year, not
the
the
8-year.
Founders. Yeah, we're always tempted by that one.
It is tempting.
8 years at 100 proof, it leaves a little to be desired, but it is very, very tempting. And they have something I know at least somebody will be looking for.
Oh, yeah.
The 9-year Wheated Exceptional Series. We're not the biggest fans of Rare Character, but I know somebody will want it.
It is pretty art.
It's $200, so that's pretty average pricing for that. Then they have a bunch of the Ben Holidays. The red wheat, Rick House Proof, as well as the regular one, and then the regular soft red wheat. These are pretty solid.
Definitely.
Oh, and then check out behind you here.
Ooh, nice cigar case as well.
So we do have a nice selection of cigars. You got the Four Roses tasting kit above it as well. We got a bunch of hard to find Campbelltowns here.
Yeah.
Overall, pretty good selection. Yeah, this is a pretty awesome store. All right, so we just finished checking out Cork Keg in Yorkville.
It is crazy how much stuff they have in that store.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's definitely a couple of bottles that have been off market for quite a while. So we did this trip not only to grab some stuff for us, but are helping out a couple of friends as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So pretty big haul. Not all of these are for us. We'll start with the bottles that we got for some friends. We got the Bardstown 12 and the
11.
Bardstown 11.
Ooh.
So yeah, these were just a little over MSRP at $150. Honestly, not a bad deal.
For sure.
Considering that you can't really find these anymore, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for us,
We got the Driftless Glen Vino de Naranja.
which we're going to add into our Whiskey Thunderdome for Wisconsin.
We've heard that this is one of the best like orange wine finishes, and it is also an orange infused sherry cask, so that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
And then the last one that we grabbed, we missed our opportunity when we were at the Dragon's Milk release for the Walleye Run Malted Rye 7-year, and we didn't make that mistake again this time.
Yeah, that was an instant snatch. I was like, okay, that's coming home.
The only question we had was, do we get this one or the single malt, or do we get both?
I know. Did we mess up not getting the single malt?
Yeah, let us know below in the comments here. So overall, a pretty cool haul. Really awesome place. Very friendly person running the store.
Yeah, very unassuming from the outside. It looked small, but once you get in there, the selection is so huge.
Yeah. And
just a lot of great selection overall.
And about an hour and 15 minutes away from the heart of Chicago.
Yeah.
It's definitely a bit of a dedicated drive to come here. But if you're in the area and you haven't been to Cork Keg yet, you really got to come check it out.
What are you doing?
Yeah, the guy running the store told us they don't hold on to any allocation. Whatever they get goes out onto the shelf. There's no like middlemanning, relationship stuff. If you want it, they put it out and you can go and grab it. So thank you so much for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. Come and check out Cork Keg and give them some love.
Yeah.
Speaking of love, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to comment to let us know what we missed.
I'm sure we missed a lot.
Yeah, or if there's somewhere that we should check out next. And then subscribe if this is your first time here. We can't wait to make another video like this for you soon, and we will catch you next time.
Bye.